Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into Anton Korinek's NBER working paper, AI Agents for Economic Research. Now, when I first saw this, I admit, like maybe many of you, I thought, okay, more chatbots. But what really grabbed me was how it goes beyond that, talking about truly autonomous systems that could, well, fundamentally change how we do economic research. So, our mission today, let's try to unpack the key ideas from Korinek's work and understand this potential shift.
Absolutely. And it's a crucial paper, I think, because it clarifies this big step AI is taking. We're moving from tools that just, respond to actual research partners that can plan, use other tools, handle complex multi-step jobs. It's a real change in how we might work with AI. Understanding this is, well, it's pretty important for anyone curious about where research is heading.
That evolution does sound kind of mind-boggling, and the speed of it seems like this rapid development is what's unlocking these really powerful new tools. Could you maybe walk us through that progression from the basic AI models to these more sophisticated agents?
Yeah, the speed is really something. Just look at the last couple of years. We started with those foundational large language models, LLMs, right? Like ChatGPT back in late 2022. They were great at what Daniel Kahneman called System 1, thinking quick, intuitive language stuff. Then, maybe late 2024, we get these more deliberate System 2 reasoning models. Suddenly, they could handle multi-step problems, coding complex things like the Ramsey growth model even.
Okay, so System 1 and System 2.
Right. But the real leap, the sort of game changer, came right at the end of 2024. These agentic chatbots, they combine both ways of thinking with, and this is key, autonomous action. So they don't just answer prompts. They can actually do things on their own.
Wow, autonomous action, that is a powerful shift. And this is unlocking some really, as you said, game-changing stuff for economic research, which the paper goes into. I was really struck by the idea of doing literature reviews, hundreds of sources in minutes, and this concept of vibe coding. What's that about?
Exactly. Take systems like deep research, which popped up around December 2024. They just slash information gathering time, processing hundreds of papers, pulling out key findings, citing them correctly, all in minutes.
So weeks of work potentially done in, what, an hour?
Pretty much. Imagine that. And then there's vibe coding. Think about coding agents like Anthropic's Claude Code. That came out February 2025. Economists who aren't, hardcore programmers can essentially just describe what they need.
In plain English?
Yeah, in natural language. You could say, build me an OLS regression tool. I need full stats, robust standard errors, and the agent just builds it. It really lowers the barrier to entry for using sophisticated technical tools, makes them accessible.
That accessibility is incredible. But thinking about economists who maybe aren't super deep in statistical theory, does the paper mention any new risks or, challenges with using this vibe coding for complicated models?
Oh, definitely. That's a really important point. These AI agents, powerful as they are, they still hallucinate. Meaning they can generate stuff that sounds right but is actually wrong, and they still struggle with, well, genuine economic reasoning, not like a trained researcher.
So human oversight is still critical.
Absolutely critical.
Right.
It's not just oversight. It's the domain expertise, the ability to spot flawed economic logic, even if the output looks plausible. That keeps the research sound. Economically, there's also the cost issue. Frontier models are expensive, but we're also seeing good open source options emerge, like Moonshot's Kimi K2. Powerful stuff, but way cheaper, like maybe 1/100th of the price.
Okay, so that could really help broaden access.
It could. And there are new protocols coming online too, things like multi-party computation, MCP, for handling data securely and privately, and agent-to-agent, A2A protocol, so different AI systems can collaborate smoothly. Getting these autonomous systems to work together.
It really does sound like an exciting time for economists. Challenging, sure, but exciting as these tools get better. The whole economic landscape seems like it might be shifting.
Precisely. And this capability spiral, AI helping to build better AI, it suggests things could start moving very fast. The economic models we use, the theories themselves, might evolve quicker than ever before. So economists, we have a sort of responsibility here. Not just to use the tools for productivity gains, but to actively guide this change, to focus on the creative thinking, the ethical reasoning, the judgment calls, the things that are still uniquely human. The stakes, you see, they're bigger than just getting papers published. It's about how we understand and shape our economies going forward. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If AI handles more of the grunt work, what new economic questions will we finally have the space to tackle?